Welcome CSC103 W1 W2 Spring 2022. Just wanted to give you an overview of Unit 7. Now what you're going to see next is actually the one I recorded in Fall 21, but everything should be the same. But I wanted to make sure you had an overview of the unit. And if you're falling behind on anything with Tinkercad or anything before that, assume that you have to the end of spring break to get these exercises done. So if you feel like, oh no, I can't do this in 1 week or whatever, just assume by March 18th or whenever spring break is over that you have all these assignments done, because the next unit that we do will be a lot easier. There'll be less content. So if you're struggling with hands-on exercises, take as much time as you want for this. Don't feel stressed that you have to do it within a week, especially if you're falling behind at all. This is the coursework section, Unit 7. There's the 8 video editing. Patrick, there's 2 videos you're going to do in WeVideo as best you can. They shouldn't take that long. The hardest part is downloading the images so you can use images, video, and sound in the video itself so you can make your own videos. And then you're just going to add transitions and some animations. Most people don't have a real hard time with it. Sometimes people have trouble downloading a zip file, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to go over where everything is first of all. So that's the hands-on stuff. I'll go over that last. First of all, there's a quiz on digital audio. There's a discussion post. You have to watch some videos first before you do that. So where you're going to find that, in my announcement, it says there's 6 videos, and you're like, where the hell are they? Well, if you go up to Documents and Resources Bookmarks, or if you just keep scrolling down, you'll eventually get to them. But in the bookmarks section for Unit 7, these are the 6 videos. Watch them. They're all very short. Some of them I think are a website. They're not all videos, but they're all very short, and they kind of give you a nice background of audio and video. So if you're not familiar with audio and video, check them out. They do a better job than I can do explaining everything. So these are nice videos about resolution, all that kind of technology related to that. So that's in addition to the book stuff, in addition to the PowerPoint, in addition to any reading you're going to do. So these are web kind of stuff. So if you're not a book person, you don't like reading the book, you don't like looking at PowerPoints, watch these things because these are very helpful. That's for Unit 7. And then also in handouts, if you go to handouts, that's typically where your notes are. I'm going to go down to Unit 7. And here's a PowerPoint that you can download. Here's a PDF of the PowerPoint. And there's also the narrated PowerPoint, which actually is inside our playlist. So there's the narrated PowerPoint. So that's in the playlist. Those other 6 videos are not in the playlist for 103. They're separate. So I didn't want to put all those in there. So anyway, that's what that stuff is. So there's a PDF from Cengage. There's also a narrated PowerPoint that I did that I went through. It's actually using the Cengage, but I try to guide you through a little bit and give you more of an overview than going through everything. So I don't think it's that long. I think it's 14 minutes or something. Yeah, it's like 14 minutes. It's not that bad. If that was in class, that would be a very quick lecture. And then also the hands-on stuff. Here is the PDF instructions, which is the written instructions. And then there's also 4 videos related to the hands-on assignment. One is just a real quick one showing the samples because my samples disappeared. Since it's the free WeVideo, it doesn't keep your stuff there forever. So these were recorded in fall 2020, but I wanted to do this because it's 2021 now and some things may have changed. And also there's movie clips here that you can download in zip format. Now, if you're on a Mac, it's really easy. Just click on it and it'll download. And then if you go double click on it, it'll just unzip it, and then there's your stuff, and you have all your images there. It looks like there's 8 of them. So there's a PNG, JPEG, WAV, M4A, which is an audio file, MP4 video, PNG, and a WAV, which is an audio file. They're all inside this folder that's here. So if you can download a zip file and unzip it, do that. If you're on Windows, you may have to extract it first, but they should still be in your downloads. I know it's a little more complicated on Windows for some reason. On a Mac, it's real easy. So that's one thing, if you can do that. If not, if you have any problem with zip and it scares you, whatever the problem is, I put them on Google Drive. Now, if you go to Google Drive, these are the 8 files that you need. Now, if you highlight them all and download them, Google is actually going to zip it again. So if you're not good with unzipping and you have any kind of issue with that, then just download them one at a time. Just right click and choose download, and it'll download the WAV. And I'm seeing a 1 right there because I think I downloaded it already. And then right click and download this. And then you have that one. So there's 8 of them that you're going to download. And then put them somewhere that you can find them, because right now I'm just downloading them loose and they're going to be in my download. And even if they are in your downloads, that's okay. I'll even do that. Did I download this one? I'll download them all one at a time, and that way if you're doing that, you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm downloading them all. Now my downloads folder is going to be filled with a bunch of stuff, but anyway, I'll be able to find those. So there's all my images. They're in my downloads right now. So if I go to WeVideo, now I didn't do this since fall 2020, so I'm going to go sign up and try to create a new account and just make sure I don't see any issues with doing that this year, because sometimes these things change. So I'm just going to go to sign up. And I always just use email. I don't use Google or Facebook or anything. So I'm just going to put in... actually, I'll put CJ because I'm using a different email that's not really my email, so I'm going to do that. And I'll do a real simple password, one that I use all the time, and I'll sign up for WeVideo. And it's asking for a free account, so it's not asking you to try and pay or anything like that. So far, it's okay. So let's go with that. I'm not going to do anything there. What are you making videos for? You just hit education. Continue. I'm not sure what they're asking here, if I have to keep doing this or not. I'm a student. At least that's what I'm doing right now. Let's just say hobby's fun. Start creating. Now, when you go here, you're going to create new. Now, you can just click on 16:9, or you could go create new and go to video, and I'll hover, and then I'll go 16:9. You want it wide. You don't want it a vertical video. So we'll do that. And again, you could just click here too, but I'll do create new video here. And there it is. And then when you go to my video, if you don't know where to name it, you go here and right where it says my video and just call it 8. And I'll call this one Patrick Technology or something like that. I forget what it is, but you'll see it on the other video that I have. I'll just call it Patrick Technology 8. And that means it's exercise 8. So I'll just do that. And just a couple things to point out, you can drop your media there. So right now, all these things in my downloads, there they all are. Now here's the separate ones. And I could go here and find all of these. Matter of fact, I can hold down your control key, or you could hold shift and get the whole group all at once. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like that's all of them. Do I have this as Patrick? Oh, I don't want that. Whatever that is, I don't want drive download. I want this as Patrick. So I want these 8 files. This is Patrick, Patrick Technology, all the ones that have the ping, JPEG, WAV, all that kind of stuff there. Those are the 8 files that I want. And I'm just going to drag them right in here. And then they'll be part of my media. So that's all you have to do. That's the hardest part, I think. And then when you watch the video, everything should pretty much be the same. I don't think anything should be different. Although one thing I just want to point out, when you go to text, if you ever want to put text in, if you're putting the title in, and you go here, it'll say like try them or upgrade your plan, and you don't know what to do here. Just ignore this and go to free, because they're trying to get you to go to premium here, you know. So just go to free and then go into static, because those are the ones we use. Double click on static, and then this is the text you'll use for your intro and stuff like that. And then, you know, you'll drag this on there, and you could extend this and do your animations. Then when you have this selected, then you could go to your animations when you need to, your transitions. Transitions are the transitions between your clips. If you double click on this, this is where you could find things like animation. This thing is animation. This little tab here is animation. This is just your text that you'll actually highlight in here and put stuff in, save your changes, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, if you put welcome or something like that. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because I already have the videos on it. So, and I don't think it should be any different. And I haven't done this for probably a year, so I don't want to go through and mess you up right now. But anyway, that's what you need to do. And then when you're done, you'll finish and it'll make a video. And sometimes there's a delay between posting the video and giving you a link. But since you're doing it on your own, that's all you need to know. And I think it auto saves when you do it. I'm not sure if it has a save here. Oh, it does. This little hamburger menu, it has a save. So as you're working, if you need to save, you can save here. Or if you need to change the name, you could click on this thing, double click on it, rename it, or not. So that's what you're going to be working in WeVideo. And I'll try it out and see if there's anything at the ending, you know, when you're uploading it or just getting a link, because it stores it in the cloud. It's real low resolution and it has a watermark on it, so it's not really high quality. You saw the samples in here. If you go in here, I have one that shows samples, and then I have going through the the Patrick technology video, and then I do the Patrick animation video. So do your best with it. I don't expect you to be experts on doing this. Some people may have done audio video before. You may have never done this, and I think WeVideo, even though they try to push you to upgrade and stuff like that, it's actually a nice interface. I think it's a fairly simple, easy to use interface. I use Camtasia all the time to make my videos like I'm making right now, and I find this fairly simple. So I'm trying to find things that are easy to use that we could do online and don't have a real high learning curve. So I think this is okay to use. I think they use this in K through 12. People use WeVideo, so good luck with that. Let me know if you have any problems, if you have any issues with your account or anything. We could always take care of it. But usually those are the issues that people have in the beginning, or just kind of finding basic things like how do you rename it? Why does it say upgrade? And just getting started. So everything looks okay. So good luck with that. If you have any issues with bandwidth, try to do it at a time when not everybody is on the internet. It might be easier. And again, let me know if you have any issues with that. Good luck with Unit 7.